Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, Eve, again here, and today we're doing the review of a new character, Ito. Is she gonna be the difference maker for the Aogiri tree? The one support that we've been waiting for. Is she the queen of the Tokyo Ghoul, as she was in anime and manga, basically? Let's check out her kit. I as well just finished a video with me doing a second part of Ayato summons. So it's gonna to come out tomorrow. So be sure to check it out tomorrow and stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be very cool. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I was happy with that one. I was very happy. But let's get into the Edo. But before that, don't forget to like, subscribe. We're almost at 300 subscribers, so hopefully, uh, we'll get there before the end of this month. So please subscribe. I would love to see you in uh, our community, basically, at this point. But let's get it. Increases all allied characters' basic stats by 12% and gains alert for all allies for 2 turns. Alert dodges one active skill for 1 turn. So basically, she gives you not only increase, so buff, as well as a dodge mechanic in this game. Great, not a bad passive, not a bad skill. Really interesting there. 12%, not bad. Very good just by using the skill itself, giving 12% basic stat increase. Great. Dodge, great. Let's see the passive skill. Casting a skill for one, for this is the first one. Casting a skill for the first time during your turn causes all allied characters to deal 15% increased damage for 1 turn. If there is no other surviving team members, all characters take damage equal to 20% of Ito's max HP instead. So most of the time you'll not be using this one, so I don't see what's really the point of this, because the only, I think, places where you definitely use this one if you're using her with like on stages in the carnival. So maybe there when everyone dies doing damage, but I don't think you're really looking for this passive here, to be honest. But this one, first time, all allies getting the 15% increase for damage is pretty cool. As well as like she uses this one, giving 12% basic stat increase. So basically her all of her damage stats increase 12%, as well as she's giving 15% there. So that fucking looks pretty strong, to be honest, and very good in her kit with the Aogiri tree characters, especially. Okay, the first star. When battle starts, grant the following effects to all allied Aogiri tree characters. When your turn starts, reduce your defense by 5% for 1 turn and deal 10% additional damage when dealing damage for 1 turn. All effects are removed when Ito dies. So, this is only for Aogiri tree characters, so if you're using her with other teams, this is not gonna be there. At the start of the turn, reduce your defense by 5%. It's so basically every turn you will be reducing her defense there, and dealing 10% additional damage when dealing damage. So she buffs everyone for 5%, but debuffs them their defense for 5%. Sorry, deals damage for 10% and debuffs for 5%. So basically, you're getting. I don't know if this is good or bad. This seems like nothing too special, I would say. But like, I feel like this debuff doesn't do anything because she already buffs everyone with her just basic ability. 12% here, basic stats. So she will just not give 12% for defense stats. She will be giving something like 8% there, right? Sorry, 7%. 7% for defense and all of the other stats are still gonna be the same. So I don't really think this is like really a nerf for her ability, and you're just getting more increase in the stats, in the damage there. So 15, 12, and then additional another 10%. So that seems very big buff for the characters there. But is it better than just using Uta, who can increase the damage as well as the skill level of characters? I don't know there. When Ito is on the field, each time your team uses a special skill, attack related stats of all allied Aogiri tree characters will increase by 1.5 up to 12%. So basically, she will give 12% again for attack. Again, another attack buff for the Aogiri tree. So you definitely want to use her in Aogiri tree. With this, she seems like, okay, you can use her in other teams as well, because, for example, here it doesn't require you to only be in the Aogiri tree team. That's great. I love that characters, not every character needs to be played only in a specific team. That's great that we can actually use, for example, this once in other teams as well. For example, again, here, no requirements for Aogiri tree, and here, no requirements for Aogiri tree. But her first and third star definitely only required for them. And that's a little bit on the sad part, but that's great for Aogiri tree as well. Like 12% buff after maybe a few turns. That's great. Her second star is like at 4-star. Obviously, they're like more not so important as her. Obviously, all the characters have the first star and third star are the most important stats usually. So her second star is Suffering Weak, has a 50% chance to increase skill levels. Okay, that's maybe not gonna be viable every game. Sometimes it could actually be interesting, but most of the time it's gonna be useless for you. If no one is just gonna be attacking, for example, Ito, this doesn't work. Power Burst, again, gaining Power Burst grants immunity to disabling the weak effect for 1 turn. Again, a small but a good thing. If she's in Power Burst, she's immune to weak, obviously. So nothing special there on the second or third one. But her first one and third one, again, first and third stars look great. Everything looks very interesting on her. I think she could be a very decent character to have in the Aogiri tree team. But at this point, we're very scuffed, on the characters and on the team lineups, So if you see here, we already have Kakuja Kaneki, we have Ayato and another Ayato. So all three of them take their places, they do their stuff on them. This one debuffs, this one debuffs and buffs as well, and this one does damage. Uta here is for the skill levels, so those two are actually doing more of an impact than they do without them. So because like just using their first star skills obviously is much more worse than using their 3-star skills, right? So Uta here makes such a big impact there, but he's not an Aogiri tree. So Ayato here, this one specifically, on his first star, he requires you to have a full team of Aogiri. if all characters on the field are Aogiri tree characters. So he actually requires you to have all of them being Aogiri tree for this to work perfectly. You know what I mean? Because he's giving so much buff if everyone is in Aogiri. So having Ito there maybe is more viable than having Uta, to be honest. At least I feel like that from reading what she does. I feel like she's gonna be more important than having Uta in that team, unfortunately. And obviously, if someone like Itori, who's very good too, in like with this Ayato, maybe it's a better idea to not put Itori there and put Ito there as well, because just Ito is gonna make more, not necessarily in terms of damage, but in terms of just increase of the basic stats, as well as she will proc the passives of this Ayato here. So that's what I think would be better if you're trying to build the strongest Aogiri tree team. You would probably change Uta here for Ito, obviously, and you want Ito to be on at least 1 star. You can probably still put Naki here because he still provides the heals for the whole team, or you can even try to maybe when Tatara will come out, you can change, for example, put Tatara over Kakuja Kaneki and put Kakuja Kaneki in the backup state. That could work as well. Or maybe you could even try to put Uta here in the background, so that if one of them dies, Uta comes up and does the final damage by upgrading their other 3 members of their skills, or maybe even her skills, so that she could be stronger there. As well, you can obviously use someone like Noro in the backup. Great character, not bad, but in terms of like when you have such a big damage from those 3, you don't really need Tatara, to be honest, that much, because they already do so much damage. But maybe in Carnival, maybe you should think about swapping something from here, maybe Kakuja Kaneki over for someone like Tatara there, or sorry, Noro there, because Noro is a blue character and he's very good on the fight versus the Tatara that is in Carnival, because I think that one is the hardest battle to do because of how much AoE damage he actually outputs. But other than this, thanks a lot for watching this video. Hopefully you liked it, and I definitely want to see your opinions in the comments, so be sure to leave them. Hopefully we can figure out if she's good, if she's bad, if she's essential in the Aogiri tree team or not. But other than this, thanks a lot for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a nice day. I'll see you in the next one.